Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, no sir, I can't show you how to commit a federal crime. The previous technician knew what they were doing. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. No sir, I can't show you how to commit a federal crime. The repair company I work at is a small business and has 2 locations, one of which is in an interesting area. As such, we get a lot of interesting people. This guy came in yesterday. User, hi, can you show me how to access someone's text messages? I found some tutorials on YouTube, but they didn't work. I assume he wants to back up the messages, so I start walking him through how to sync his phone. User, no, I want someone else's messages. Me, wait, this isn't a device you own. User, no. Me, do you have consent from the owner to read their messages? User, no, that's why I need you to show me how to see them. Me, sir, if you don't have permission from the other person to read their messages, it's illegal to access them. I can't show you how to do that here. User, well, do you know anywhere else that can? Me, no sir, I'm not aware of any other repair shops that can help you do that, it's a federal crime. I can pull up the relevant laws regarding unauthorized access to someone's personal devices if you'd like. Q standard rant of you guys are supposed to be the experts as I stare blankly into the distance, losing more faith in humanity. The previous technician knew what they were doing. I was working help desk as a tier 1 technician, and I was working from home because of the pandemic. I was employed at a managed services provider that had multiple clients across various industries. For some clients, when their users called in, I was a glorified ticket maker, and for others I followed a simple checklist providing basic troubleshooting steps. As for our major clients, I followed an extensive list. That usually involved holding their user's hand through step-by-step instruction document or walking them through hardware checks. Frequently, I would remote in to check/fix various settings, collect logs/screenshots, contact vendors, and running scripts, patches, etc. Slap a band-aid on it to get the system and/or the person working. That was our supreme goal. Otherwise, the issues are escalated to Tier 2, which was the client's corporate/internal IT. Overall, this was not very fulfilling because I always wanted to do more and spend more time on things. However, at least I got a lot of exposure, as well as strengthened and sometimes flexed my customer service skills. Anyways, the other techs, and I would often reminisce on what collective trope a major client's users were spitting at us. Generally, they said these things out of spite. One that we frequently suffered, when informing users the issue had to be escalated, they would exclaim, "The previous technician knew what they were doing." Followed by some flavor of how come they were able to fix this but not you. Can I talk to the previous technician? I want to talk to your boss. And so much more. For your context, at the time of the story, I had been at this organization for about a year, and well acquainted with much of everything. Things clicked and I was in my stride. Irate, insulting, and incorrigible callers no longer negatively affected my mood or energy. I was a Zen professional. So I was at the tail end of my shift, sometime in the evening, when a user called in about some issue. A polite, elderly gentleman who had troubles with some of the company's proprietary software. After remoting in and investigating, it appeared to be something I had dealt with before, but whatever the case, I had to soldier on. Within the realm of what I was allowed to do, I exhausted all efforts. I let the user know I had to escalate the issue to Tier 2. Unsurprisingly, the user started to berate me. The previous technician knew what they were doing. Then followed up about how they talked to a technician several hours ago that was an expert and quickly resolved their earlier issues. My eyes widened as I recognized I had talked this user earlier. I checked the call history, and I was the only other person they spoke with that day. I felt a rush of excitement, but I quickly contained myself. I verbally acknowledged and let the user elaborate. It was back and forth scorning me and praising the previous technician. They condemned me further, going so far as to accuse me of being new. All the while, unbeknownst to the user, praising me, stating the previous technician demonstrated expert skills and was knowledgeable in all things IT and customer service. The user's insolence probably took up a good 5 minutes. Plenty of rope had been laid out at this point. I think there was a brief moment of silence indicating the user had ran out of gas. I was a rock dropped in water. I can imagine the ripples of emotion develop on his face as I listened with glee, the audible stammers and fumbling of words over the phone, and his wife's sudden outburst of laughing as I responded, "Sir, that previous technician was me." There was another weak and helpless attempt or two to deflect. I quickly affirmed that I was the previous technician, going into further details of our earlier encounter. Then once again informed them I was escalating the issue to Tier 2. The user meekly uttered an okay and hung up the phone. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.